Hello, welcome to Greenwood Bonsai Studio today. We're just preparing the nursery for our upcoming event. Every year we have an annual Bonsai Bash event. It's coming up in 2 weeks' time. It's the 11th and 12th of May. We have an open house here. We've got our newly refurbished shop. It's absolutely chocker full of pots. The benches are really full of trees, all sorts of new trees for you to look at. We're going to have an exhibition of my trees in the studio. And I'm also going to be doing demonstrations both days, on the Saturday and the Sunday. It's a completely free event. We'd like to welcome you along. If you're in the UK thinking of visiting the event, then some details of it on screen just here. I'm just going around the benches today. I'm going to look at what's going off. I've got a large cedar tree here, one of mine, and it's just pushing buds out. Really good, quite powerful at this time of year. We've had visitors today from around the UK and also from Europe, and they've been looking at some of the trees that we've done on YouTube previously, and a few trees on this bench are YouTube trees. This Metasequoia we did, this swamp cypress, a while back. We've had a few people asking what it's doing now, and well, this is what it's doing now. It's sat on the bench, it's perfectly okay. Look, it's putting lots of buds out. Some of these long shoots are ready to be nipped back, so we're just doing that, give it a bit of a tidy up. We wired it. I wired about half of it, and then I got sidetracked with something else. So a lot of these lower sections have been wired. But as we get ready for the bonsai bash, we've had a delivery of trees just arrived today that we've been waiting for, and we'll show you some of them. Some quite interesting trees amongst them, and these will all be going out on the benches over the next week. So if you're coming up for the bonsai bash, there's over 500 new trees here, small to medium sized trees. They'll also be on the website in due course. Over here we've got some little Seiju elm, very unusual dwarf cultivar, very hard to find. So people that like show-hin stuff, these are absolutely brilliant. We've got some trident maples with about quite heavy, quite chunky little trunks on these. Look, if we trim some of this away so you can see, we're going to do some work on a few of those. Crow apples, pomegranates, got some olives, got some rosemary there, look. So you can trim your tree and you can use the cuttings in your cooking. Junipers, more olives, petuniasters, pistachios. We'll take a couple in the studio and I'll just show you a little bit of trimming on a couple of them. So let's grab this one, this pomegranate. Darren, do you want to grab one of these trident maples and we'll take it in the studio, we'll have a look. Follow me in here. So it's quite busy in here at the moment. We're just trimming these Japanese maples, putting on seasonal pruning on those. We've just been tidying up this black pine and we're going to repot it. Put these trees up here, pop that one on that turntable there, down. Thanks very much. So these have literally just arrived. We're just going to prepare them and get them ready for you guys. So let's just have a little look. We'll do it for you a little bit of a sneaky peek into these trees. So these are a twisted trunk pomegranate, about 25-year-old, field grown for a number of years, and then put into pots. I've not got a few of these, just got a small number of these. Not had these before, wanted to see what they were like, so I'm going to go through these today and tomorrow, just trimming back some of this long growth, get it back into shape. These aren't my quiet YouTube scissors, these are my noisy scissors, but they're fairly quick, so that's why I'm using them. Just trim these back like that. A little bit here that's growing up a bit too much. This piece here is just breaking out a little bit. When you're pruning stuff like this, always helps to do it on a turntable against at eye level against a plainish background. Look at that. That's really shaped up quite easy. Just turn it round, you can get that in, Josh. There's a little bit there to come out. and then that can be further worked on and enhanced over the next few months. They grow pretty quick. That little bit there going back into the tree, structurally you don't really want that. Probably that little bit at the top as well. Let me just get a concave through that. This section here, this is a good leader, the top, but this bit here on the left is a bit lumpy. That section there, look. So let's just go in there and take that back. Just chase that back a little bit more. We'll put some wound sealant on that in a little bit of time, and then that shoot there can come off. We don't want to over trim it at the moment. This piece here is going back into there. There we go, let's get rid of that. So nice little pomegranates. These will be on the website in another week or two. Or if you pop up for the event, they'll be here. There's a little dead root here, it's not doing anything. That crossing root can come off. Just to neaten up the base. Lovely little twisty trees. That little shoot there, look, I've missed. This one here. But yeah, brilliant. Lovely little pomegranate. Let's get that one out of the way. Let's see what else we've got. These sage elms. Beautiful cultivar of a very dwarf elm. Amazing foliage on these. So if you're into your show-him trees, you know, these are really quite a sought after tree. We've not had them here before, so we'll see how we go with them. They're not they're a bit sought after. They grow quite slowly. These are about 18 to 20 year old. So, you know, I think the only downside of these really is, you know, if you're comparing them to like a Chinese elm, then you shouldn't be comparing them to a Chinese elm. These are much more select, hard to get tree. They're not as commercially produced as the Chinese elms, so they're not in the same price bracket as your sort of cheap Chinese elms. But for those of you that appreciate what they are, then they're going to be a very sought after, rewarding tree to add to your collection. I think we've got about 40 of these. So, and if you know the way we work here is, you know, each one of these trees will sort of be lifted in. I'll give it a trim like this and prepare it for sale. Make it look the best we can make it look before we offer it for sale, either here or on the website. Try and get this foliage pad a bit flatter. A little bit off here, a little bit off here. This one's crossing over. Thin this out a little bit. Just a few minutes work, just to neaten that up. Great little trees they are. I'm gonna have fun pruning those myself. I think quite a nice task. So they're quite cool. And then put that down over here. And then we've got a few large trident maples. And these have been field grown. Let's see what these are like. Get in there, trim some of this long growth back, just to start to develop the foliage pads and stuff like that over the years. Get a bit more density to it. If you've got a trident, you know how vigorous they are. They grow ever so quickly. So you'll be pruning them like this several times in the year. Like that. Now this section up here, this is a bit tall up here. You'll be better off cutting this down, taking that apex down a bit further. Taking these long ones back. This is crossing through just here. This one here. A few of these bits that are coming out near the trunk can be removed. We can start to see what we've got. and a bit more shape. Quite easy to work with trees. Quite pleased about the shape of those. They'll make some nice trees. For those of you that want a tree that's already had some of the work done, meaning the trunk's been grown, we've got nice base, we've got good branches. But those of you that want to just add a bit to the tree yourself, you want to do the refinement, the branch selection, and build up the ramification yourself, then this sort of material is probably going to suit your needs and be ideal. So we look forward to welcoming hopefully as many of you as we can along to the Bonsai Bash. And if you can't make it, keep an eye on the website in the coming weeks. There's plenty of new stock and trees hitting the website. If you're in the UK, obviously we can send trees to you. So keep an eye out, and thank you very much for watching the short video. Thank you.